Sorry for the delay, everybody there. Of course, your debut day is the day that's going to have all the problems, isn't it? Wanted to thank everybody for coming and for my debut stream here. And let's get started. My name is Dex Tokayasu, and I am obviously a very new, very unpolished VTuber. So thank you for giving me a chance. I'm looking forward to hopefully entertaining you in the coming months and years to come, hopefully. And hopefully we can actually have some fun together. So what I'm hoping to do today is to kind of, just for an hour, just kind of give you guys a chance to meet me, to get used to my avatar, and to kind of get to know about myself a little bit more. So, you know, let's dive in. So, what do I say? I decided to get into VTubing primarily because of the HoloLive girls, really. It was actually a video by Mother's Basement when he first talked about what it meant, like simping was. And I had no idea what VTubing actually was at all. I never even heard of it. And when I watched the video, I was like, wow, this is really cool. And one of the videos on there was like Ina talking about how she realized that her work was inspiring people, and to see the real emotion in her voice and to hear it and to see it in her face, it just really made me feel like, you know, this is actually kind of cool. I like that. So that's really why I started to even consider it. And then I started diving down the rabbit hole, and well, you know how that goes. You know, all of a sudden, you know, hours later, you're like, what the heck did I just watch? But it was amazing. You know, to watch Coco, to watch all of the, you know, all the EN girls, the ID, and even starting getting to Niji Sanji. You know, you start to see all the different styles, the different way everybody handles things. And yeah, I finally got to the point where I'm like, screw it. I really want to be a part of this. I really want to do this. So, you know, it took about half a year to get everything all settled and finally figure out what I wanted to do. And here I am. So you'll have to bear with me. I've never actually done any streaming before, but I'm hoping to learn quick, and I hope we can have some fun with it. So let's see. Why don't we just go into the slide presentation here? Start this up here. All right. So as you can see here, my debut, Dex Tokayasu debut, or how I hope not to screw up and lose my sanity. In this day and age, it's pretty simple to do that nowadays. Let's see. So a little about myself. Like I said, my name is Dex Tokayasu. I am actually 638 years old, recognized Kiko rank. I am a male half kitsune, Zenko rank, not one of the wild kitsune. Where I come from, yokai spiritual beings and stuff are really regular living beings. We live with humans, we walk around cities, we have jobs, we have lives, families, that kind of stuff. I was actually employed by Inari to work for their financial corporation of consortium. I was let's just say a property reprocurement specialist, and also a network penetration tester. So those are my official titles, and that's what I did, at least until I got, you know, yanked through from my university to this one. So there you go with the whole, you know, multi-worlds theory. So yeah, that was kind of a little surprise, and finding out I was a half kitsune before coming over here, you know, let's just admit that I should have realized when my dad was human that I was half human, but you know, we'll just chalk that up to optimism, I guess. I am 177.8 centimeters, or 5'10". My weight is 885 kilograms, or 187 pounds. So yeah, I am a little bit on the larger side, but that's all right. My blood type is AB. Not that I've ever taken much account into the blood type thing, but I know some people are really into that. And I was born in New York, which is really weird because it was more that my parents were on a trip, and well, you know, surprises happen, and there I came along a little bit early. But we managed to get me back over to Japan, where I was actually living in Osaka. So yeah, that's a little bit about me right there. Just my personal bio there. Let's get into my likes. So just so you kind of get a feel for the kind of stuff you'll see on the stream, I like action adventure games. So a lot of them are going to be from that genre. Grand Theft Auto 5, Kenshi. I've actually been following Kenshi when it was in pre-alpha, going all the way back to alpha and stuff, when they were just asking for supporters. So that's really cool to see how the game has progressed and grown. I like the Mass Effect series, in spite of, even with Mass Effect 3's ending, I'm perfectly fine with it, and I actually enjoy it. So I don't know if I'll be playing it on stream, but I will look for games that have that kind of story type style. Mountain Blade. Mountain Blade 2 I really do want to play on stream, so that will be one that we'll hopefully see. No Man's Sky, Red Dead Redemption 2. I know a lot of people have been playing that. I might be doing that as well, so we'll see. Sekiro. I actually plan to do that. I have not played it. I fired it up and tried it, so I think this week I'm going to be actually doing it on Wednesday and Friday. You'll see my schedule when I post it to Twitter. But I'm going to give it a shot and see how it is. A lot of people are playing, I know a couple from software games. The big one right now, I can't remember the name of it. But I've never played a From Software game. I know they're difficult, so it'll be interesting to see how I can handle that. I also like X3. The Terran Conflict was the last one I played. That was a long time ago, so I'm probably going to be horrible at flying the ships again. But I would like to try them out and see how that goes again. And Yakuza 0. I never played the Yakuza series, unfortunately, but I loved it when it came to PC, and this was the first one I did, so I'm really kind of happy that it's there, and I hope I get a chance to play it maybe. For simulation games, I do love Crusader Kings 3. It's just the craziness that can happen from it. I love it. Euro Truck Simulator 2, also including American Truck Simulator as well. I like that one. I have everything up into, I know Texas hasn't come out yet, and maybe there's one other expansion that I don't know if I have or not, but I know I have the entire West Coast. As far as Euro Truck Simulator, I'm pretty sure I have all the expansions. Frostpunk is a good one. That was one of the few games I've actually finished. It'd be embarrassing if you looked at my Steam library and saw like every game that I have not finished but have hundreds of hours in. So, you know, I'm basically one of those kinds of players. Hopefully doing this, I'll be able to have an excuse to finally finish some games there. House Flipper, that's a nice one that I can kind of like just shut the brain off and have some fun with it when I want to relax. Idle Manager, I've been playing that again since before it officially launched, and to see that's really come along especially has been really big, and I'm happy with that. Kerbal Space Program, that's a fun one, and I don't know if I'll be streaming it just because it's so difficult as it is, but I am open to it, so we'll see if people like it, and we'll roll with that from there. Satisfactory is one I just got into, really digging the whole vibe, building factories, but I'm not going to be able to play it like Let's Game It Out, unfortunately. I'm not going to be doing crazy because my OCD will not allow it, so I'd probably end up trying to redo over and over again building a perfect factory, so we'll see. Stellaris, the Sims series 3 and 4, really. 3 I loved because of the sandbox, but you know, playing Sim 4 now because that's the one they're currently working on, and not really doing a good job of the programming, but hey, you know, you get what you get, I guess. And Timberborn is one that I'm really enjoying too. I know that one is still out in pre-release, and it's a damn good game. Like, I hope to actually play it a couple times on the stream here. Let's see, RPGs, I do play those a lot as well, so we're talking like Darkest Dungeon, Disco Elysium, the Dragon Age series. I played all of them, Dragon Age 2, and Kirkwall, and Dragon Age 3 there. I haven't finished Dragon Age 3, but I finished the other two. Fallout New Vegas, I would like to actually get back into that a little bit. I do play with mods, so we'd be doing that there. KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, and Knights of the Old Republic 2. As with everything, never finished Knights of the Old Republic, but I do really want to. So I'll probably end up playing that in stream. And Skyrim, of course. I have over 1,000 hours in that and never finished. I think the farthest I got was when the big bad dragon there raised up one other dragon, and that was as far in the story I got. So yeah, maybe like a eighth of the way into it. Survival games. I love playing The Flame in the Flood. That's a really nice indie game that's really well done. The survival mechanics are awesome. So I hope to play that. Oxygen Not Included is really fun because it's a clear game, so beautiful story, beautiful art, really fun. RimWorld is great if you just want some chaos, and I love RimWorld. I've been playing that for years and years. Even was contributing into their forums for a while when they were still in pre-alpha and stuff. And Subnautica, I don't know if I'll be playing that on stream. If people are interested in it, great, I'll do it. I almost finished it. I didn't build the rocket to get off the planet, but I did get pretty far, and I love the base building aspect. And fighting games. I used to play way back Street Fighter 2. I've played I played Tekken, but I didn't like it. But I did end up liking Soul Calibur, so I played that a lot. Killer Instinct was one that I played a lot. I actually mained as TJ Combo, and I think also Glacius, I think. Yeah, I think it was that. But I haven't played them in a long time, and I want to get back into them. I watch other streamers like Coefficient, and he's really talked about like Guilty Gear, and really I have Guilty Gear and Them's Fightin' Herd, so I really want to start playing those as well. But I know that jumping between genres and games is really hard when you're first starting out, so I'm going to try to stick to, maybe some action adventure for a little while, and we'll see how it goes from there. My likes for non-gaming, I got a bunch of them. So like in anime, the very first one I ever watched was Bubblegum Crisis Tokyo 2032, so that's really at the top of my list. Awesome music. Every episode had its own 80s rock song, so it was awesome. And it was sung by the in-universe band, the Replicants, and it was really good. I love this series. Not the new one, not 2040, but the 2032. Cowboy Bebop, love Cowboy Bebop. It's a great series. Yoko Kanno's music is just freaking awesome. Like, I can't even talk as much about it as much as I could. Bought all the albums I had to because it was just so well done. I love jazz anyway. So Demon Slayer is one I got into recently. Finished up all the way through the Mugen Train series. Or movie, I should say. Waiting for the next season to come out. Full Metal Panic, that was a fun one. That was from a while ago. Really funny. I enjoyed the whole comedy aspect of it. It's a military comedy, basically, which is kind of goofy. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? I thought that was a really well done story. Really well done as far as the characters. Hestia was really well done. She could have been completely butchered, but I really think that the writers did a great job with her. Martian Successor Nadesco is an older one, but man, that was just, it's really, really good. I really enjoy the comedy. It's really funny, and it just brings a lot of Japanese aspects into space, and the whole, Earth versus the Martians, or no, they're from Jupiter, I think. It's been a while since I watched it, but just finding out that it's human, sorry, that's a twist, I guess, but just finding out who the bad guys are and who the bad guys really are is really awesome. Outlaw Star, I picked up on that when I was watching, Toonami, back when it was actually like, for adults and at midnight. That was a fun one, and I really like that. So, Record of Lodoss War, that's like an original. Well done. I love D&D anyway, so to actually see one animated and just, the characters written out, the art was really beautiful. Obviously a big fan of Pirotes. I don't know if she was my waifu. I would say Nene Romanova from Bubblegum Crisis 2032 is my first waifu, if there was. I don't even think that was a thing at the time. But, yeah. And one of the most recent ones, those Snow White Notes. That's a beautiful, beautiful anime if you like music, if you're a musician, or you like going to live concerts. Just the way they depict how the music interacts with people. It's a really beautiful thing. Movies, I'm not going to read them all, but really you're talking like Alita, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, so a lot of wuxia, Edge of Tomorrow, which is Live, Die, Repeat, Gladiator, and a lot of Akira Kurosawa's, like Seven Samurai, where is it here? The Hidden Fortress, and, like I said, a lot of wuxia stuff like House of Flying Daggers, Hero is a really good one, and basically anything in the MCU, Pixar. You know, you want a good cry every once in a while. Star Wars. I do like Star Trek, but I really think the series has kind of really done a weird thing. So Star Wars isn't a lot better, but I do enjoy the movies. As far as music, I like Wagaki Band. They're like one of my favorites right now. They're a Japanese rock band that infuses like traditional instruments. So you have the shamisen, you have the shakuhachi, the taiko drums. It's and the koto. It's beautiful, really really awesome. So it's such good music. My favorite. I've got a bit of a crush on Benny Ninagawa. I love shamisen music, and she is on fire whenever she plays. So if you love classic Japanese instruments and music, check them out. Awesome rock band. Ayumi Hamasaki, League of Legends, obviously like the KDA, True Damage. Yeah, kind of wondered if I was a furry after watching KDA Superstar, Popstar. I mean, man, I don't know. There was a lot more questions when I watched that, but I love the song anyway. Love the songs anyway. The Yoshida brothers are great. Maki Oguro, she's in her 50s, I think, still, but she still tours. She's done Kamen Rider theme song, but still an amazing pop star. One that really throws people off, I like Don Omar. So yeah, I like a little bit of hip hop. I thought about moving down to Florida at one point, so I started looking into some Cubano music, and I just loved his album Conteo, and that was awesome. And then there's a few K-pop, BTS, G-Idol. But I will say two other bands that I do love that check out is Windrose, who I believe are the ones that did the heavy metal version of Diggy Diggy Hole, and Brothers of Metal. They've got the female lead. She is actually classically trained opera singer, and compared her voice to the other heavy metal singers, it's just amazing. Just amazing. I love them. Love their music. As far as food, yeah, I'm going to put down sake. Especially the Denshu special junmais. So Denshu being a form of junmai, it's more top shelf, but God, there is one brand that I love, and you can only get it like over a certain period of time, and you have to be local. They don't ship it, but I found through Amazon and through Sake One Importing that you can get the country. I think it's called the Country Village, and it's basically the more mass-produced version of the Special Reserve. And oh man, it's just smooth. It's got a crisp taste, clean. You know, that right there is the top one. I don't mind a Gekiken sake, but that's more like you know, a workman's kind of like, you know, like you get it at PF Chang's. So yeah, I don't mind it. It's not bad, but God, if I have access to a Denshu, yeah, I'm going for that. Pizza, no pineapple, please. Yeah, I just like me some pineapple. Wow. I just like me some pepperoni sausage and jalapenos on mine. And I love gyoza, some yakisoba, really good. I get the instant, but I love it when it's homemade. And yeah, prime rib with au jus. Gotta love some nice beef there. As far as hobbies, right now I'm really heavily trying to learn the shamisen, so I actually have a nice, like, a cheap practice one I imported. Hard as hell, but I really want to get good at it. Singing, I was actually, when I was a lot younger in high school, I spent 4 years classically training as a melodic or dramatic baritone. Yeah, I had the idea of going to be an opera singer until I found out how political the whole thing was and how difficult it was to get into opera houses. And I just kind of said, yeah, no, I'm not wasting my time doing that. So yeah, I would like to actually do karaoke streams for opera or just singing in general. But I just love singing and to keep up my vocal range. My tessitura is in baritone, but I have been able to get up to like mid baritone down into double bass. It's been a while since I got down there, but at one point I was like only like a couple notes up from basso profondo. So there's that, I guess. I love gaming. I don't have much time anymore. I actually work 2 full-time jobs, so I'm lumping this in as part of my job. So kind of justifying giving myself a way to play some games and chat with people and have some fun. And studying Japanese. I really want to be fluent in Japanese as much as possible. And by fluent, I mean I really want to get up to the JLPT N2 rank. I haven't even done N5 yet, but I do hope to get to that level so I can actually have, you know, collabs with people who are native speakers. I think that'd be awesome. My dislikes, sorry guys, but I don't like horror movies and games. Really, it's more about the gore. It just makes me want to throw up, and I don't mind a thriller, but not the horror. Sorry, I don't like heights. I really don't like them at all. Large crowds in tight spaces. I do have agoraphobia, but it really kicks in when, oh my god, you get 200 people in a tiny little party room, and yeah, I'm hugging the walls. I do not want to get in the middle of it. I freak out, start shaking. It's bad. And yeah, spiders. I do have the game Kill It With Fire. Yeah, we're gonna be blowing everything up in that game there. This is my character reference sheet. So as you can see, this is actually done by my artist Makanyan, and I love it. You have the coat. You have a coat on, coat off. Right now I'm wearing the coat. Got a lot of expressions and stuff, but really, really, really well done. I'm so happy with the art, with the look of it. I'll try to post this to Twitter so you guys can see it. And these are actually the artists who I've worked with to make this channel reality. First up, again, like I said, is Makanyan. Makanyan's my mama. And really, 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 really cool artists to work with. They're fun. They're awesome. Take a lot of suggestions, but mostly they're like first sketches. Like, how does this look? And I'm like, holy crap, that's actually what I wanted. Perfect. And we just ran with it. My papa was Kevin X, who did the rigging. Really, really, really awesome. They were so cool because I was able to. They worked me into the schedule so that we could get this done, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate how the information was back and forth, and awesome for communication. Both Maka and Kevin, just awesome people to work with. Uwu Media, I contracted to do the channel art, so all the UI, the logo, the schedule images you'll see. I actually have several live 2D screens that are still working on, but those got delayed, so we'll see those in the next streams at some point here. But yeah, they are so communicative. Just take suggestions, and it's really awesome. I went to them and I said, look, I have no idea what I want, but I would like, and I gave them a couple samples, like the end credits from Captain America the Winter Soldier, like the really stylized silhouettes, like look like vector art, but it's like black, grays, whites, and red. And I said, I want something in this style, and they're like, all right, it's a little different, but we'll give it a shot. And damn if they didn't deliver. Like, I gave them a big challenge, and they really came through, and I really appreciate that. So they are an awesome team of artists to work with. Don't hesitate if you ever need anything for art, go with them. And the music actually you'll hear is by a combination of Ryan Binhammer and by Shin Suzuma. I haven't played his music yet, but I've got one of his as my one of the BGMs. The intro music, the BGM that right now is playing, and the outro music is by Ryan. And I picked those up actually from premiumbeat.com, where the copyright licensing is like $30, and you can use it for any project you want. So it's really, really well done music. And the cool thing is that these are actual artists that have like SoundCloud, other work, so you can check them out. And I really wanted people that I could help promote, because I've been an artist myself as a graphic designer for 20 years, and I love the idea of helping out other artists, getting the name out, getting the word out, and just promoting them. And not for exposure. I will pay what they say. Don't even get me started on that. I get pissed off if somebody says I'm going to pay them exposure. I'm like, no. If they say 300, 400, 500, you pay them that, or don't work with them. So, but I'll make sure to play the Shins as well, which is, I believe, Dawn Over Saitama is the name of the song. Really, really beautiful. And the cool thing is, if you're in VTubing, or if you want to get into it, and they both do composition, custom work, so you can reach out to them. And the links for all of the artists and everybody are in I believe the stream notes, and also in the channel notes. So, feel free to check them out. So the kind of streams I'm hoping to do, singing, so it'll be like karaoke, but right now I'm trying to figure out the copyright so I can get some background music, to accompaniment music, or backing tracks as they're called. So I really want to do opera and the bass baritone arias. It's been a long time, but I do want to get back into doing that. I had a lot of fun with those, and I think it would be a really nice change of pace versus just doing the pop songs. I also do show tunes. I was in musicals for years. I was a drama kid, yeah. And the good thing was in my high school, the drama kids, we were actually the ones that basically ruled the school, while the sports kids were a lot of delinquents, unfortunately. So, it was really cool, and you didn't feel ostracized because you were in acting. Um, but yeah, I did every musical I could from the time I was like in ninth, 10th grade, and then into college. Even though I went for art, I really wished I had gone for acting. I just love doing it. So I'd love to sing some of the musicals, like Pirates and Penzance, Guys and Dolls, so whatever I can actually do safely. Requested music, I'm certainly open to any suggestions. And, I kind of dissed a little bit on pop music and stuff like that, but I don't mind singing them. I also don't mind singing like Disney music as well. I loved Let It Go, and I have no problem singing it. Um, I also like the Frozen 2, so like, Into the Unknown's a great one, and then Lost in the Woods, which surprised me. Beautiful song. I enjoy singing that. So I'm open to a lot of stuff. Gaming streams, obviously. Just chatting, which I'm referring to as sake time, because this is my excuse to pop open a bottle of sake and just not get drunk, but loosen up a little bit and just have some fun talking. Eventually, I do want to get into shamisen practices, and I'd like to be able to do it like Onigiri does with her cooking streams, where the upper half is her, but the lower half is how she is in real life, and I could do that with a shamisen. So that's once I'm a little better at playing the instrument, I'll consider doing it then, but not not right now. And Japanese practice, again, I love the idea of being able to practice on stream and have people kind of even chat with me. Just understand, like, with the chats, I'm not going to hold against you if you chat in your language, but don't be surprised if I have a hard time translating. So just be understanding of that, and please don't ask me to learn your language. I'm working on Japanese. That's hard enough. And when I was in high school, I did learn French. I took 4 years of French, and I took 2 years of Spanish, but I'm not proficient in them anymore. I can kind of muddle my way through. I understand better, but talking in them is very hard for me. I also thought about doing some narration streams. These are kind of questionable. I'm not sure, because if they have an audiobook, I'm not going to do it, because I don't want to step on the voice actor's toes. I don't know if authors might be willing, but we'll see. I kind of thought it'd be an interesting idea to do like a few like 3 to 5 chapters, and kind of get some exposure for the book. If they don't have an audiobook version, then I'm not really cannibalizing sales. One other stream type I didn't put on here, I kind of forgot, was ASMR. I really dove down that rabbit hole too, and I love it. Like ASMR Zeitgeist, a few Japanese ASMR artists. There's ASMR Kitchen, I think, as well. There's a bunch of them I've been listening to, and I fall asleep all the time to them. So I kind of want to give back to the community, and I really am looking into doing ASMR as well. But I probably will do those as VODs. I know Fauna from HoloLive, she does live stream versions, but I think I would start with VODs first to see if I have it down right before even trying to incorporate live audience participation in a way. So we'll see how that goes. I really hesitated putting goals in. I'm doing this for fun, and yeah, sure, it'd be great to monetize, but whatever happens, happens. So we're gonna have some fun with it. But my goals would be, it would be nice if in 1 year, 100 subscribers. I think that's reasonable for somebody who has no experience, no videos on the channel. I'm gonna have to work hard on building up my content. But I think 100 subscribers is reasonable, especially as an indie male VTuber with, again, no experience. So we'll see how that goes. I'd like to eventually have 5 collabs, because part of doing this is to get over my social anxiety disorder, and or at least just try to learn how to talk to people a little better and introduce myself. Again, practice Japanese enough for Japanese only stream, and yeah, I would prefer it to be more than like Korone's English streams in the beginning, where she was like, have confidence, no confidence. I would like it to be more than me just spouting off random Japanese phrases like hajimemashite, yokoso, or gomen nasai. I would like there to be some purpose behind it, so we'll see. And my 5-year goal, because I do plan to, I really want to be doing this for a long time. I'd like to hit 1,000 subs, have 50 collabs. This is by this point I hope to have some shamisen practice streams. And as weird as it is, I would really kind of like to release some original art, or little music, I mean. And, you know, a complete album would be awesome. You know, I don't know if I'd do it like jazz, or if I would do it similar to, let me see, or maybe like opera. That's kind of weird because I don't write operas. I can perform other ones as well, but you know, I'm not part of an opera group. But you know, we'll get to that point. I'll certainly look into that. I really would like to be sponsored by Sake One or True Sake. Maybe get a free bottle or something. That would be nice. But even if I don't get sponsored, I really am gonna just tout them because these are the guys I use to get my sake. There's not a lot of local liquor stores, alcoholic stores around that actually have sake. The ones that do, yeah, I frequent them to kind of let them know, hey, you know, this is people are interested in this. So I do have a couple hashtags. I don't see it being a thing unless I get to the point where, you know, I'm big enough and people are interested. But I'd rather have them there and so that people can use them. You know, there's Dex Toku Art and Dex Tokuyasu if there's anything specific. So please feel free to use them. You know, not required, but you know, just to let me know so I can kind of keep up on stuff. And that's it. So let me see. All right. So that's about me and what I hope for the channel. So I think right now is usually when we show off the model. So let me kind of zoom out here, put myself in. And there we go. So this is me. As you can see, I have, you know, I've got the coat on, but I also have the coat off style. I'll probably end up gaming like this a little bit more because it's more casual. But yeah, like I said, I'm 5 tails, 630 years old. So yeah, 5 tails only. But you know, the older I get, the more I'll get. I'm still wearing the red scarf, which is you know, obviously marks me as working for the Inari. I still like to honor them, even though I don't seem to have a connection to them anymore, and my magic is pretty much gone. So it kind of sucks that I can't do any foxfire, or kitsunebi. But hopefully I can build it back up or something. I don't know. Yeah, I've got 2 swords. I don't kill people with them. They were used primarily for dealing with security bots and stuff, threats like that. They have on the main edge, they have a really micro edge of plasma when I need to cut through something. But they're really there more just to get me out of a tight situation, not meant to kill or anything like that. I really don't want to do that. Let me see. As far as I've got poses here. Let me see. Give me a second. Yeah, I turned off the. Here we go. So the cool thing was I have the ability to cross my arms. One I was really determined to, and I had to have, was this one. I can face palm because, you know, I just expect to be face palming all over the place at this point. I do wave. Hey, how's it going? So I guess I can do it like this. Yeah. Let's see. I can, you know, presenting here. And, you know, hey, peace, everybody. Peace and love. Make love, not war. Yeah. So, yeah, I got a lot of options this way. Like I said, the coat. And let's gonna zoom back in here. All right. So I also promised I was going to play, let me see, Shinza music here. So I'm going to turn off this one. And this is Dawn over Saitama. Wait, no, that's not it. Oh, did I not add it? Oh, man, okay. Well, we're going to really quickly add that. So let me put this in here. Sorry, just a moment here. And see, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit because this is a beautiful song. It really is. Sorry, I'm really into music, so when I heard this, I'm like, I have to incorporate this. I really have to use this, and it's so beautiful. But Ryan, Shin's got a lot of this type of music, and you know, Mr. Suzuma has done an amazing job, and especially considering the fact it's orchestral. Oh, it's so beautiful. But it gets a little more exciting. So there we go. Oh man. Sorry, my stream just. I love the grass. It's so pretty, the tigers. And then just the fade in with the piano. Oh man. And a little bit of shamisen in there too. You gotta have the shamisen. All right, and that's Dawn over Saitama. So I really wanted to make sure that I had gave you guys a sample of all the songs. But yeah, so that's really me in a nutshell. You know, feel free to reach out. I'm hoping that I get some people, especially once I get some actual VODs on the channel and YouTube recognizes me as a content creator and starts letting people search me. I'm sure this will be a lot better. But I want to thank everybody in the future for who watches this and who gives me a chance. You know, I hope to see you guys and I hope to have some fun. And, you know, thanks again. So have a great night, great day, and see you guys next time. I'll post, like I said, I'll post a schedule on Twitter, but have a great rest of your week. Take care. Bye.